Hey guys, welcome back. We are checking out what 2 to 4 units look like both on the inside and outside here in San Diego, touring a total of 7 properties in a 2-part series. We're covering the need to know info, so consider this your crash course. We're talking about what investors are looking for when they're buying, taking the mystery out of pricing and valuing units, along with what owners do once they're ready to move on to bigger and better properties. And if you stick around to the last 3-unit property we tour in this video, you'll see and hear why it's our favorite out of the bunch. It's recently remodeled, which is great, but our real reason that it's our favorite is because of the cash flow potential. So scan that code on the screen now to get the latest multi-unit listings here in San Diego, along with our monthly 2 to 4 unit market report emailed right to you, containing all of that need to know info that investors want and the sales statistics that you just can't get anywhere else.
Williams is the first one on our list, and it happens to be FHA and VA approved. Woohoo! If you really want to take advantage of this marketplace, then make your first home purchase a 2 to 4 unit property. Reason is, if you have VA eligibility, you can buy up to 4 units with 0 down payment. 0. No money out of pocket for down payment. If you don't have VA eligibility, then as little as 3.5% down payment using FHA. If you wait and buy it later, after you've already bought your primary residence, then it's going to be closer to 30% down. Big difference. Let's see, 3.5% of $1 million purchase price versus 30% of $1 million. You're talking about $35,000 as opposed to $300,000. Both the VA and FHA programs do require you to own or occupy one of the units, though.
This duplex on Cherokee is brand new construction. It's in the popular up-and-coming neighborhood of City Heights, another example of an opportunity to buy your first place and have a helper property to offset the mortgage. Since everything here is brand new, you can expect low upkeep costs for years to come.
We showed this unit on Cherokee to a client that already owns 2 to 4 unit properties, and they said it just isn't the right fit for them. The reason is this client has learned over the years what gives them the best return on invested, or ROI, when buying multi-units. They're focused on locations that are close enough to drive to collect rent or to meet a handyman when needed. They want higher counts for the bedrooms and bathroom configurations because the larger of the units, the more the rent. They're looking for the ability to do rent raises and the possibility for improvements down the road. And things like extra parking or a community laundry are a great way to create even more income for them.
This property on 68th Street is a trust sale, which doesn't affect your ability to buy it, but the property checks off a lot of the boxes for our seasoned investors and what they're looking for. You're right, this place is ripe for a remodel, but there are a ton of pluses here. You've got on-site laundry, a high rental demand in this area due to it being close to SDSU. There's a lot of parking and storage. Originally, this property was a duplex, but it looks like the garage was converted into a studio unit.
One of our clients' first ever investments is right across the street here. He and a friend bought the 4-unit property there. In the front is a single-family house with a pool in the backyard. It also has 3 apartments on the back of the lot. Now get this, they paid $259,000 back in 1991. And based on rents, we figure this place is now worth just under $2 million. All the while, this property is paid for itself due to the cash flow of the rental income. We call this self-amortizing. And since the property no longer has a mortgage, all rental income now is just pure cash flow. Yes, of course, there are costs for upkeep, insurance, and property taxes, But even after those, there's still a very, very healthy cash flow on this property.
Hey, you'll want to be sure to catch part 2 of this series. We'll be covering what our longtime owners do with properties like this, because the 27.5-year depreciation allowance is over. We'll explain how our clients are stepping up into even more cash flow, and they're restarting the depreciation schedule all over again. And some of them are turning into hands-off management in the process.
If we had to pick a favorite from what we saw over the last couple of days, we'd have to go with Shimon. You'll see the owners did a full remodel on all 3 units. If you take a quick look next door, you'll see that this property looked exactly like what you have here on Shimon. 3 individual homes on 1 lot.
We use the gross rent multiplier to quickly identify a property of interest. Some folks are all wrapped up in cap rates. The only issue with cap rates is garbage in, garbage out. For example, if they forget to include the cost of the gardener, then it throws off the cap rate. And believe me, this happens more than you can even imagine, especially with 2 to 4 units. See, most agents have never even sold one of these types of properties in their life. So they're just not familiar with all the details that they need to get into the MLS to be accurate with their numbers.
The gross rent multiplier is fast and way more accurate than trying to figure out a cap rate. It works in any market, anywhere, even on the planet. On Shimon, the front house, a 4-bedroom, would rent for $3,600 a month. The middle house is a 2-bedroom, and it would rent for $2,500 a month. And the back house, a 2-bedroom, would rent for $2,300 a month. They each have their own parking spaces and new roofs, brand new interiors, and new appliances. Total rent here is $8,400 a month. Times that by 12 months, and you're at a gross scheduled income of $100,800. The list price on this is $1,199,000, putting the gross rent multiplier at 11.9. Guys, that's unheard of these days in San Diego, especially for totally remodeled properties. Even the concrete walkways and driveways are all new. The average gross rent multiplier right now in San Diego County is nearly twice that.
So yes, be sure to give us a call so we can show this one to you in person, because with numbers like this, it's not going to stick around. And if you want the latest 2 to 4 unit listings sent right into your email, scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. We'll also include our monthly 2 to 4 unit San Diego owners market report, covering all that need to know info and sales statistics that you just can't get anywhere else. 2 to 4 unit properties are like gold, as they're not making this product anymore. And when you go to sell, it's not commercial financing, it's residential financing, which makes it much more easier and a lot more affordable to get into for a new buyer. In fact, my dad bought his first income property on Muhammad Ali Boulevard back in Louisville, Kentucky in 1976, before me and my sister Anna were even born. And we are firm believers in owning what we sell to our clients. Here's part 2 of our series on 2 to 4 units. See you guys in the next video. Bye now.
Bye.